What's up, everybody? It's time for lesson 53 from Connecting Math Concepts, level E. Excited to go through this. We're going to start with some math fluency, so let's go ahead and get started. 6 times 4. 6 times 4 is 24. Next up, 4 times 3. 4 times 3 is 12. 9 times 4. 9 times 4 equals 9 times 4 is 36. Next up, 4 times 4. 4 times 4 equals 16. 3 times 8. 3 times 8 equals 3 times 8 is 24. 4 times 7. 4 times 7 equals 4 times 7 is 28. 9 times 2. 9 times 2 equals 9 times 2 is 18. Let's keep going. 3 times 3. 3 times 3 equals 9. Next up, 8 times 4. 8 times 4 equals 32. 9 times 7. 9 times 7 equals 63. Next up, 6 times 3. 6 times 3 equals 18. 1 times 4. 1 times 4 equals 4. 3 times 9. 3 times 9 equals 27. 10 times 7. 10 times 7 equals 70. 3 times 6. 3 times 6 equals 18. 8 times 2. 8 times 2 equals 16. 3 times 5, focus on it. 3 times 5 equals 15. 7 times 4. 7 times 4 equals 28. 9 times 5. 9 times 5 equals 45. And 4 times 0. 4 times 0 equals 0. All right. Nice job on the multiplication, I'm hoping. We're moving on to word problems. We're going to do the same thing we did on lesson 52. We're going to have two different parts. First one's going to focus on each and every multiplication problems. The second part's going to focus on multiplication versus addition. So we're going to go ahead and pay attention. And I'm going to read it, say your answers out loud. And then when you head over to the Google quiz, you'll be able to see the questions. All right, here we go. Remember, when you have the word each for every, it's going to be a multiplication sentence. That's the same as a times number. For example, every day has 24 hours. This would be a multiplication sentence. 24 times D equals H. Problem A. There were 72 players in all. Each team had 9 players. How many teams were there? So what sentence in there tells us that it's a multiplication? It's going to be this sentence. Each team had 9 players. Okay? Each team had 9 players. So what's the first small number that we have? The first small number that we have is going to be, it's going to be 9 because that's our each number. Our each number is 9. Are there 9 times the players or 9 times the teams? So it's another way of saying, are there more players or are there more teams? And in this case, they're going to be more players. 9 times as many players. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what that looks like. So we have our 9 times T is going to give us P, right? If you go back, there were 72 players in all, so we can cross out the P and write 72. And now we know that this is a division question. 72 divided by 9 is going to tell us our answer. And in this case, 72 divided by 9 is, take your time, 72 divided by 9 is going to be 8. So there are 8 teams overall. Remember, our each number, our in all number, division told us our teams. All right, let's try another question. Here we go. A man runs 5 kilometers every day. How many kilometers does the man run in 15 days? So what's going to tell us it's a time sentence? Which one of these sentences tells us it's a time sentence? Let's look for the word each or the word every. There's the word every. So this tells us a man runs 5 kilometers every day. So what's the first small number that we have? The first small number is going to be 5. 5. Now, does he run 5 times as many kilometers or days? And in this case, he runs 5 times as many kilometers, right? Each day he runs kilometers. So we're going to take it. We're going to set up our number family. 5 is going to be our small number. D is going to be our other small number, and K is going to be our big number. So let's take a look at it. There we go. 5, D, K. We know he ran for 15 days. So we're going to cross out the D and write 15, and then you can work it over here. What is 15 times 5? 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 2 would give us 75. Let's see if we're right. 75 what? 75 kilometers. So it's all about breaking down the problem, finding your first each number, thinking about your big number, and then figuring out your problem. Multiplication versus addition. So this is a crucial one. It's not just adding the numbers, it's not multiplying, it's figuring out which operation you need to do. A big skill that will help us both in math as we get older, but also in real life. Each bag weighed 24 pounds. There's no question there. It's just each bag weighed 24 pounds. Is this a multiplication sentence or a addition sentence? And if we have one of those words in there, will tell us which one it is. And in this case, the word is each. The word is each. And that tells us that it is a multiplication sentence. So it says, is there a times number? Yes. Multiplication or addition? It is multiplication. All right, problem B. That's what it would look like, right? 24 times B will give us P. So we will know how much. You might use that if you're shipping things through Amazon, or if you're trying to figure out whether or not you can take something on the plane with you. Those are real world problems that you might end up using. The metal was 5 times as hot as the dirt. This is easy because the word in there tells us the operation. What's the word? The word is times. Does it have a times number? Yes, it does have a times number. Is it multiplication or addition? It's going to be multiplication. All right, keeping going. 5 times D will tell us M, right? 5 times the dirt will tell us how hot the metal is. So here we go, problem C. There were 45 more geese than ducks. Listen to it again. There were 45 more geese than there were ducks. And when we look at that, we're thinking to ourselves, okay, is there a times number? And the answer to that is no, there's no times number. There's a more number, but there's no times number. There's no each, there's no every, there's no times. So does that make it multiplication or addition? That just makes it addition. All right. And 45, D, and G. There were 12 bottles in every case. There were 12 bottles in every case. Is there a times number in there? Yes, there is, right? The word every tells us that there is a times number, so that's a yes. And is that multiplication or addition? That's going to be multiplication, all right? So remember, each, every, times, multiplication sentence. More or less, that's going to be an addition or subtraction sentence. So here we go. Our next steps are to head over to the Google Classroom and take the quiz. Think of examples of this in your daily life. Drop a comment in the Google Classroom stream, and to be safe and to wash your hands. Thank you so much for your attention.